people. Yo, I went to the first screening of Weapons of the day, and yeah, I'm glad I did. There was no way I'm walking back from the motherfucking cinema at 1 in the morning, man. Like, yo, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. Oh boy. So this is the latest film from Zach Cregger, right? He wrote, he directed, he also produces the film along with Roy Lee, JD Lifeshitch, Raphael Margulis, and Mary Yoon. It's executive produced by Michelle Morrissey, Josh Brolin, and Richard Brenner. Okay, so taking care of the score, we've got Hayes Holiday, Ryan Holiday, and Zach Cregger. All right, cinematography is Larkin Sepal. Joe Murphy edits a piece. Production design is Tom Hammock. All right, art direction, Cameron Beasley, Justin Nathaniel Kistler, Nathan Crushmore, and Jenny Wentling. All right, set decoration is Gretchen Gattuso. Trish Somerville is costume design. Her hair and makeup, we got Jennifer Denise Bennett, Jason Collins, Christina Patterson, Mark James Ross, Leo Satkovich, Trudy Stork, Kaylee Swisher, and Melissa Angoino Wheat. What else do we have? Let's have a look. Do we have stunts? And here, because this was straight crazy, man. This film was, it was something. It really was. So we have got David Alessi, Jennifer Badger, Kelly Barksdale, Jessica Erin Bennett, Brent Bernhard, Chris Brewster, Jordance Candice, Derek Carver, Colin Carey, Lawrence Chavez, right? Victor Chong, Sarah Regine Clemenson, John Copeman, Devin Dalton, Cortland Fuller, Mitchell Gunter, Bobby James, Eric Linden, Dan Mast, Aaron Matthews, Tiana Melvina, T. Ryan Mooney, Lessa Pate, Tori Pratt, Andrew Ward, and Rodolph Webber on stunts. And boy, there must have been a lot. There must have been a lot. Trust me, people. Trust me. So our cast. Man, we have got Justine Gandy, played by Julia Garner. She works at a school, right? That is, the principal of that school is Andrew Marcus, played by Benedict Wong. She has an ex called Paul Morgan, played by Aidan Ehrenrich. He is married to Donna Morgan, played by June Diane Raphael. Right? Her dad is Paul's boss because he's the chief of police, right? Ed Locke. He's played by Toby Hoose. Right? Who else do we have? Andrew Marcus's husband, Terry, is played by Clayton Farris, right? We have got, Well, Archer Graff is the dad of one of the kids at the school. His son is Matthew. And Archer is played by Josh Brolin. do we have? Oh, Matthew Graff, Archer's son, is played by Luke Speakman. We've got Alex Lilly, one of the kids, right? The kid. Okay, he's in Justin's class. He is played by Cary Christopher. His dad is played by Whitmer Thomas. His mum is played by Callie Shutara. His aunt Gladys is played by Amy Madigan. Right? Who else do we have? The child narrator in the films is Scarlett Scher. I think. Oh, there's James, the drug addict burglar, played by Austin Abrams. And that's a lot of our key people, really. Gary is played by Justin Long. Yeah, that's a lot of there's all the kids, but, it's not really, like, the listings aren't the best, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's all the time, right? We have these issues. But that's the main lot of people. The gist of the story is this. When all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanish on the same night at exactly the same time, a community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. I love I thought Barbarian was so good, right? It was creepy. I jumped several times, you know what I mean? And it was a story, I had no clue where it was going, I had no clue. So straight away you're like, who the fuck did this? Zach Cregger? Motherfucking Zach Cregger? Okay, right? And then you hear there's this bidding war for his next film, right? And you're just like, okay, so the next film's called Weapons. What is this about, right? So there's this anticipation, and there's also that big thing of, is the sophomore effort going to hit it, right? Because a lot of people come out the gate with a great first film, and then the second one can fall a little flat. That is not the case here. Zach Cregger is a fucking genius. Oh my gosh. This film, right? You try and avoid trailers, right? But sometimes you arrive in the cinema a little bit earlier than you were hoping. So I'd seen little bits, right? Kids running with their arms out, right? Julia Garner, being like, I don't know what's happened. People shouting at her. That's all I'd seen. So I'm just like, okay, kids go missing. What's this about, right? We see the film from several points of view, right? We see it from Justine's, we see it from Archer's, we see it from Paul's, right? We see it from Alex's. And getting to see the film from all of these different perspectives, oh my God, it is tremendous, because you have a sense of who some of these characters are, and then we see them from someone else's point of view, and you're like, oh we see it from James's as well, and you know what I mean, it just makes you go, oh, they're not maybe as nice as we thought they were, or You know what I mean? Like, oh, they do have a little backbone, right? We just see these different things. So that makes it really kind of, I just, like, you're off balance all the time because you're just never quite sure. The other big thing with this, right, is I think the way it opens, right, we feel the film is playing a little bit like oh god, I think it's like Mystic River, right? I think that's the one I'm thinking of, the Clint Eastwood film, and the kids disappear, and there's all of these kind of press conferences and stuff, and blah, blah, blah. I think it's kind of playing like that, right? But when we see these film from these different perspectives, it's kind of, we get a different vibe. Like when we hit James, I kind of got a Brick vibe. You feel me? You know what I mean? So again, super compelling, super compelling, and it gets to a point where I'm just like, what the fuck is happening here? Right? What is going on? I jumped out of my seat at least 4 or 5 times. And hey, one of those times, I was like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, people just snickering behind me. And I was just like, ah, motherfucker. God damn it. Like, you know, the film has you tripping, man. It really does. It is so well done. Jeez. Like, Julia Garner is, I think the first time she came on my radar was Ozark, right? And she was incredible. And just every time I see her do something, it's compelling. She is able to invoke so much emotion and make it feel natural, right? Make it feel human. There's sometimes, you know, we have these people and they're pretending to be drunk or sad and it feels very cartoonish, right? It feels very performative. She just makes it feel effortless. So you're just like, yo, what the fuck's happening with Justine, man? What's going on here? You know, and you're watching her spiral like a motherfucker. So we're questioning, what kind of person is Justine, right? Paul, yo, Aiden, you know, I mean, the way he plays Paul is fantastic, right? And especially we see him in these different phases of the film. You think so many different things, right? So once you get to the end, like you have all of this, you know what I mean? I mean, Benedict Wong, I think with him, I think it was the IT crowd, right? And you see him get cast in stuff, right? And you're just like, Benedict Wong from the IT crowd. And then you see him do his thing and you're like, fuck, he's good. You know, everyone was tremendous. Everyone was tremendous, right? We are like, the way the camera moves around, again, it's slightly different in each of these segments, right? But you get sucked into everything, right? And it makes the jumps even more like, because of the tease that we're getting given. Like, there's this great bit, and it's not even a crazy scene, but Justin's being followed in a store. I think it's the garage, right? And just the way that shot, I just loved it, right? Because we're very close to Justine and you can kind of see someone and you're not quite sure, and then boom, boom, boom. And it's just like, that was great. That was great. Like, there's a fight scene in a house, kind of, I guess you would call it a fight, which again, really well done. is that there's so many things are just like the tent being opened just had you so, oh man. It's really, really good. I like there's a lot of films where you can go, okay, I'm enjoying it, but I see where it's going. Right? The Materialist. I've enjoyed it, right? There's a few issues here and there, but I enjoyed it. But I knew where it was going. Weapons, I had no clue. I had no clue how this was ending, right? Where it was going. And ending, even the ending, man, like the way they do it, you know what I mean? We get seeing stuff and then we have this narration. And you coupled the narration with then the subtle performances, right? Because we are having like, I can't really say anything, but you're seeing people and it's just sometimes it's the body movements, it's the facial expressions, it's these things coupled with this narration. Just, boy. Oh boy, right? And it's great because it's the ending, it's the kind of ending that you hope for, right? Because a lot of times everything is very neat and tidy, and this is still a little messy, right? It's still a little messy and frantic and all of them things. So, oh boy, right? And with everything that's going on in this film, we do get these satisfying moments. Oh man, there is one that made me laugh, and I was the only person laughing in the screen. So, like, people that know the pod might know what happened just from that, but oh my god, it was very good and it was very satisfying. And then we get this crazy sequence at the end, which was just like, oh fuck, let's go. Now the way that sequence ends is like, what did you just do? Krieger, what did you just do, my friend? It was crazy. It was crazy, man. Like, the sound design is spot on. Everything is spot on. Yo, what he has done with this film is something exceptional, right? Something exceptional. As I said, there's the fear that you're gonna drop the ball, right? From your first great film, he did not, right? Weapons is tremendous. If you liked Barbarian, you are going to really, really friggin' love Weapons. You really are. There's everything. Cinematography, sound, performances, you know what I mean? Just all of these things, and the story, the script, the use of words, the economy of space and pause and quiet and all of these things. Yo, it's so good. And did I say performances? Because these and the kids, right? There's a lot of times a film is good, but the kids, not, and it's a little kid, right? So what experience do they have? And, being able to deal with all of these emotions and all of this, right? But here, these little motherfuckers killed it. Oh my God. They were just as good as the adult performers, right? There's every element of this film worked. And I think Zach has just, this motherfucker has just made himself undeniable, right? If there was a bidding war for weapons, right? I actually think, if I recall, the bidding war was for weapons and another film, right? But every studio will want to be in the Zach Cregger business. Trust me, because this dude can tell a story, right? And some people are great at beginnings, some people are great at ends, some people kill it in the middle. He does it all, right? He gives you that complete thing. So yes, people, Weapons is well worth the watch. It's one of those films where, I might go see it again. You know what I mean? I might go see it again if I can go during the day. It's fucking creepy, man. It's fucking creepy. Like, ain't seen this at night. But boy, it was good. Yo, people, go check out Weapons and then let me know what you thought, okay?